I feel like anytime I tell a man that I haven't been in a relationship before, they always look at me like I'm the problem. That's why I lie to half of them and tell them that I've had a relationship when I was young, because at this point, I'm tired of the stigma. I'm tired of you looking at me like I'm the problem when you know how your gender is. So I just lie. Sometimes. I lie to the ones that I know that I'm not going to take seriously. But then either way, I always get taken for idiot. So it's like, I should stop lying. Hey guys, it's your girl Hinja Alicia, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys how to live your life being single while all your friends are in relationships, because I feel like this is not just a me thing. I have grown up with all my friends always being in like 100 different relationships, and I feel like it kind of took a toll on me at some point. Like I kind of started to think, hang on a second, am I the problem? Because everybody's in a relationship apart from me. Like everybody has experienced their first love apart from me. I feel like the minute you say, oh, I wish I had a man, girls always want to be like, why can't you just be by yourself, bro? Like, am I not a human being? Like, hello, people get lonely. Like, last time I checked, my name is Hinja, not Paul. Like, I feel like a lot of people do not create a safe space for people to just say, listen, like, I want a man. Like, what's wrong with that? Adam needed Eve, okay? And look where that got him. But you get my point. Like, I'm allowed to want something, that I'm allowed to feel like, oh, there's supposed to be something next to me, especially when everybody else around me has no problem finding it. I feel like it hit me a lot in secondary school. A lot of people know that I go to school in Hertfordshire. Like, I went to school in Hertfordshire, so like my type wasn't here. Like, even if there was black boys here, they weren't like, they were a bit, as much as like I do want like to see what my friends are going through, like there's not even anybody here for me anyways. And I feel like now looking back, that was definitely God's protection, because I feel like if they were there, then I probably would have been like man crazy, because a lot of my friends were. But like, yeah, I'm just trying to set the scene for you guys. Like, I was always single while all of my friends were always in multiple different relationships, and it was like a thing where like men didn't even show me interest, which I know is like so hard to believe because obviously I'm so pretty, but like they didn't. Like, I'm not gonna cap, like I felt like I was always like the little side friend. Like, I was never that cute for the boys. Like, they would be cool with me just so that they could get with my friend, because if you're not good to me, then you're not gonna get my friend. Like, if you're mean to me, my friend isn't gonna be with you, you know? I mean, that's what I thought until one of my friend's boyfriends was racist to me and she still stayed with him and ended our friendship. TMI. Then obviously I went to uni and I just realized that I actually am not ugly. I just wasn't in the right place. Like, I'm not ugly, I was just black. When I went to uni, that's when like men started to come from left, right and center, left, right and center. And then I was like, oh dang, like this is how y'all feeling. It still wasn't enough in the sense of, okay, well, they still didn't want me in like a boyfriend way and girlfriend way. They wanted me for my looks, they wanted me for my body, but they didn't want me for like a deeper level. And at the time I was like, dang. But then looking back again, it's like, look at the situation that you were in uni. None of these niggas want to be tied down. They want to be able to put their peen everywhere. Even boys that were in relationships with girls, like I remember when I was in uni, there was this boy that was in a relationship. He hit on everybody. Like, he literally had about 3 different girlfriends in 3 different cities. Like, he had one in Leicester, one in Birmingham and one in Nottingham. Like, I think the main thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is that when it's your time, it will come. And I generally feel like God is protecting you from a lot of nonsense. All of my friends that I was pre and seeing them in relationships, I was not looking beyond what I saw. Maturing and being older now, like I realized their relationships were crocs of poo. They were actually crocs of poo, no offense. I feel like I can really spill the tea because I'm not friends with any of those people anymore. You're upset that your boyfriend doesn't know romance, so you think that buying him gifts is gonna teach him romance? Your boyfriend doesn't wanna buy you flowers, but you took him on holiday to Paris, and you think that's gonna automatically make him know? He knows. He watched Disney just like us. He saw The Princess and the Frog just like us. He saw the chihuahuas with the spaghetti just like us. They just didn't want to do it. And like, just as I was saying, like looking back, like I was idolizing nonsense. And that's probably what you're idolizing as well. You're probably looking at your friends thinking, oh my gosh, like so cute. But it's like, you generally do not know what's going on behind closed doors. Because one thing I've noticed is people like to keep things secret until they're at their breaking point. Like, one thing about me, I'll never bitch about a talking stage or bitch about a guy that I'm chatting to until I think I'm ready to leave. I have the black mentality of what goes on in the home stays on in the home. I feel like this is just a whole big waffle video diary. You will never really know what's going on with these people's relationships until until they're at their breaking point and until they're ready to actually leave. Like, I found out later, a relationship that I was looking up to, she was cheating on him. My friend was cheating on him. This is not what I thought I was looking up to. So you guys need to stop looking up to these people, because you never truly know what they're going through. I'm not saying all relationships are bad. That's not what I'm saying. But most of these like teenage relationships, they're terrible. So stop looking at these people's relationships thinking, oh my gosh, God when, because it's even God that's dodging that prayer. God is, every time you say God when, he's doing ducking and diving like little Kim, because he doesn't even want that for you. Because if you actually knew what was going on, you wouldn't want it. And again, as I said, that's not to say that all relationships are bad, but 9 times out of 10, the relationships that look perfect are not. Relationships where there's gifts every 5 minutes are not perfect. Half the time those gifts are I'm sorry gifts. Sorry for cheating on you gift. Will you be my girlfriend again gift. I think I'm gonna do a video about like the idolization of relationships because of social media, because I feel like social media has really played a part in how people view relationships, because they've got this idea of the hotel room in their eyes. They will think their man doesn't love them because their man hasn't provided a hotel room for them. It's like maybe he just doesn't have the funds to do it. These hotel rooms is not cheap, you know. These balloon decoration, fountain dripping, all of that is not cheap, you know. Montclair is not cheap, you know. But did your boyfriend get you a Montclair and you're trying to compete with these people? It's like, guys, be yourself. Like, you're comparing yourself to fraudsters. Like, little did you know that a lot of these girls doing soft life are fraudsters, but because they're girls, you don't think that that's what they're doing. Come on, girls, like, put 2 and 2 together. Girls are not realizing that a lot of this stuff is make-believe. You can have a pretty little video and change the caption to whatever you want it to be, and you're gonna think that that's what it is just because the person changed the caption. I could sit here and say no filter flawless, knowing full well that I'm using a smooth filter right now, and you guys would think that my skin is no filter flawless. The reason why I gave you guys that brief little history lesson on my life is to explain to you that the reason why you're probably single is due to circumstance. You probably haven't learned enough about life for you to be with your life partner. If you're supposed to be with a millionaire and you're just in school, where do you think that life partner is going to be? Not in your school. I'm a firm believer in there's 8 billion people on this earth. Do you really think that your husband's going to be in North London? You're lucky that he's not in Birmingham, that's all I'm gonna say. With that accent, chai. Think about the person that you were when you were in year 7, and then think about the person that you are now, maybe at 18. You've changed so much. How do you know that another change doesn't need to take place for you to meet the man of your dreams? And you're sat there thinking, oh, Billy and Hannah have friend, or Billy and Bob have boyfriend. The minute that you start to think, oh, I don't have a boyfriend because of who I am, and what's wrong with me, no more boys. The minute you start to think what's wrong with me, descend to men. All that energy that you're putting into thinking, oh, what's wrong with me, put it into your GCSEs, put it into your A-levels, and put it into your degree, because this is embarrassing. I've said this a million times and I'm gonna say it again. A man should never ever ever on this earth planet dictate your self-worth. Never. They're not good enough for that. Put 5 men on your hand right now. You're probably doing better than them financially. You're probably doing better than personality-wise. You're probably doing better than them growth-wise. Please. Never let people that can't even come band for band with you, tax bracket with you, job for job with you, grades to grades with you, dictate how you feel about yourself. Your time will come, I promise you will come. My time hasn't come yet, but I know that's because I'm not ready for it. The God that I serve, I already know that when I'm ready, he won't miss me. Everybody says you don't go outside to find your husband. I promise you, when God wants you to find your husband, your husband will even be the delivery driver. What's for you will not miss you. Are we loving this hair? Because I am. It kind of matches my little Lululemon. Obviously it's winter, so I need to get a bust down soon. But I just feel like this is just different. Like, obviously it's different than your typical bust down. It's 28 inches and it's from Wow Angel. This hair is giving. Wow Angel, run me my money. Oh my gosh, I actually have a discount code. Use Hindia30 for £30 off. I'm gonna leave the link in my description. Look at me saving you guys some money. And I look goody. And you guys look goody. Everyone that follows me is pretty. No, it's true though. I'm not even laughing. This is not a laughing matter. Little sisters, if you're a little sister with me, you're gorgeous. What? Hey, did somebody say bon appetit? Hey, if you guys like the video, make sure that you comment, rate, and subscribe to keep up with my channel and to see more videos from me.